I always start off with the video with this simple thing. Thank you, God. Thank you. Um, Whatever horror I'm gonna go through, I'll go through it, hoping that God is on my side. But one thing I'm gonna have to be thankful first, while I can, is like I live. I'm just thankful I just didn't live the life of this trash. The facilitated evilness that they're part of, that delude them into this this fantasy that they put together. I realize that these governmental entities running this program know how to handle individuals, what they need to say, or how to manage people. It seems like, I was talking to a perp. It's funny how he was describing something, and I couldn't, like, I literally realized this guy, he's not even, he doesn't even notice what he just said sounds just like what I've been saying. He's talking about like a different company and how they have these ways of, like, instead of working in a more like sensical way, it's like they built this sense of like almost like a cult like way, where they were trying to create like the ideas they were coming up with, and the way they were approaching this project was like almost like creating a movement, almost like a cult like thing. And so it was not based on just pure rationality, right? They always hype themselves up, always doing this thing, always making themselves like, always like, I'm realizing, like, oh, like, what should you guys do? These perps, they have these ways of create a sense of tribe, and you can see them hyping themselves up, and like reality, they just remove rationality. They just like, it's like they hype themselves up. They just pick themselves up in just the stupidity that they're involved in. It's like it's a way to normalize the foulness and the illogicalness, and so they're together in that, and you can hear them just like hyping the stupidity and the nonsensicalness to a level so they love to like make themselves laugh and like, yeah, it's not money, it's not work, when in truth they're just really nothing. You can clearly tell that they are just being like delusional. Now they're part of something that is global, but it's not because it's not theirs. They're just like, it's like they allowed them in, or like they're just like the nothings. They're like, if there's a hierarchy, these people are just the nothings. But in their mind, it seems like they made them believe that you are really, it's your world. Like in truth, they are nothings, truly nothing. And they created a state of like tribe, like cult, like to break me down with their stupidity. I call it moronic ways they want me to identify with this. And I'm like, trash, I find honor in this. I could have been a clown like you here. I couldn't be with you being a fucking retard. With the humiliating reality that you every day have to negate and hype yourself in that negation. It's so stupid. It's just amazing. And I love to when they do that too. I guess I'm petty, because I want them to be like that. The fact that these clowns are just nothing. And the entities behind them are like out here known for child porn, raping children, and all this nothingness. And this person just like doing everything possible to just like, oh no, we are protecting children. It's so funny. I'm like, you're such a clown. I could have been you. This technology empowers them. It's obvious. It's intoxicating. The technology can manipulate me in different ways, and they love that. Oh, you can see them feeling like this puppeteer, and I'm a puppet. I'm a puppet, and you can tell that's what they love. Now, I know I'm being a puppet in this case. I will never identify with this. I will never identify with this. Never. Now, what's happening? Because, this trash, unfortunately, I'm not allowing them to recreate the reality they want, and then allow them to just live that fantasy they put together. So To them, what I'm saying every day is provoking. Makes them want me. It makes them want me to just. They want me to pay for just bringing the reality in their faces. No, it's not. But the things they want me to pay for is because I'm putting in their faces the reality of what they are, the trashy and the low life that they like. For all the sufferings that we're talking about, the killing of women and children, the torturing of the things that they will not escape from. The fact that they're involved in something that is out here killing 3-week-old babies, you piece of shit. You're gonna eat the reality and gonna be accountable for what you joined. You're not gonna live in your deluded reality just because they can do this evilness at such a facilitated fashion. This doesn't mean that they're not gonna be accountable for it. I'm sorry. Just because you're in your pajama capable of doing that, it doesn't take much to do what you do. I'm not gonna let you go into your little escapism. We see each other. I know what you're involved in. There was a clown here. He's so out of touch with how much hate I have for him. He was almost shocked. He's like, yeah, I hate you. I was like, man, my friend, it's not even hate that I have for you. He couldn't even comprehend it. He's like, he was shocked to hear that. It's like, this is so out of touch with the, as I'm saying that, this is so out of touch with how the self-awareness of these people are on some negative level. They're so delusional, it's scary. They failed. These clowns want to be like, no, we're not. They're trash. No. These perps. And so let me just say this. Let me just start from the beginning. Why I'm talking, why I'm venting is because I'm a target individual. The reason why I'm thankful is because I'm thankful to now have been a perp, where I participate in the program where human subjects are utilized. Human subject consists of men, women, and children. Many are dying, suffering. This is the reality that they want to escape from, because as these perps partake in this, they want to recreate what this thing is about, because they want me to perceive them in different fashion. They want me to be they want to be credible to me. So when they do what they do, I'm thinking, oh, they're so credible, it must be true. Target individual are test subjects. And the test subject that we go through disturbing things. The technology that is applied onto us is weaponized. A lot of it. The technology I know that's applied onto me is destroying my organ, my internal organs. They're damaging it. I don't know if it's directed energy or whatever else. It's technology that is doing harmful things to me remotely. Damaging my organs, damaging my health, damaging my bones, my joints, handicapping me slowly, at a slow pace. Which also makes sense, because then they get a chance to really maximize me as a test subject. The other technology we deal with is the technology where, well, a lot of target individuals, I'm not going to say all target individuals, because some target individuals don't deal with the manipulation of their mind, but a lot of us do. A lot of us deal with this V2K synthetic telepathy. You're going to hear that those terminology mentioned a lot. Where now we're talking about rewiring of your brain, manipulating your brain, altering your brain, and they do this nastiness. That's when perps for me comes in a lot. Now, the gang stalking portion doesn't even faze me. It doesn't matter anymore. But what they do the most as perps, via voice to skull, when they pipe their voices in, which you're going to hear that target individual say, you can hear them interact with you. Now, this trash, these perps, that's when they come in. Where they come up with gimmick ways of interacting with you. What I mean by gimmick, it's like they try to have a tone of some sort that you know they don't talk like that naturally. You know they're harnessing a way of talking. Some of them want to sound eerie. Some of them want to sound mysticful. It's like they try to gauge what way can I speak in a talk and make him believe that we're this mysterious being, when in truth, they're talking about these clowns are clowns. And they talk about, no, it's you, we're this and that. And I know the technology and the program we put in is just something of some level of advancement, but these clowns are truly nothing in this whole thing. And if there's a hierarchy of things, these people are the dust. They are the dirt. Truly nothing. But these clowns, first of all, going to make themselves feel grandeur around you because you are the one being manipulated. You're the puppet. And then they try to sound like, now what we're doing is just we're mapping. And you hear this retard talking. Now, when it comes to rewiring, for me, it's been clear. They do these things where they manipulate my brain to have experiences in nasty stimulation toward children of all ages. Yesterday, I'm going to show, of course, I'm going to show, and I'm going to always bring out how they want me to think of it. Yesterday, last night, I wake up. One thing they love to do is play with your libido. Or your libido is weaponized, meaning that they can manipulate you to have sexual arousals whenever they want to. Usually when I feel that, it's like, oh, what is happening here? They are utilizing libido in such a disturbing way to break you down. So I wake up, get sexual stimulation, and I'm like, oh, it's getting intense. And it's intense. You're gonna hear talking even women talk about, like, even they make them have orgasm and things. It's crazy. Intense sexual stimulation. And I'm like, oh, okay, you know. And so I'm on a dating app. I'm gonna show what's exactly. I'm on dating app. See, you know, like I'm just like, when I go on dating app, it's usually just like, it's like boredness. You just go through it. It just takes my mind away. I guess it's just like a way to kind of distract yourself a little bit. And I go, and I go down, and I see this woman, right? And then as I scroll down, I look down. She has a picture of her when she's like a toddler. The whole time that would give me sexual arousals was in advance, because I was gonna see the child or the woman when she was a child. That's what we're talking about. And then you hear the clowns like, oh yeah, you matched that. Matched. That's the first one. Then there's like an AI story thing, and there's like, they have an AI picture of a girl who's like 10 years old. Stimulate me. Second. Then I'm watching something, and then they're like in an African village, and there's like this little black girl who's like maybe 8 years old. Stimulation. And then that's when they try to be like, no, but remember you felt like that when you were like kids. They try to create these stories in my brain. It's like, to try to put it in. They have these other ways of like, not only just giving you sexual stimulation, but doing things in your brain where they play with your memories in certain ways and add certain things and change them around, and just try to create something, concoct an emotion that they want you to feel like it felt the same way when you're a kid. That's when it becomes into the retardation state. And they're like, no, we're just matching this, we're mapping. It's you. And then they go back to what they think that's gonna make me identify with this. That's why the noise campaign just happened like that. You see, this is why I'm supposed to be like, oh, that's proof. This noise campaign is applied because they want me to think that what is happening is because when I was a middle schooler, I did something to myself that they tried to exaggerate. Yesterday, actually, they were messing with me because I saw 4 and then 14. It's like, remember, you're 14. You remember 4? First of all, I just turned 14 if I was 14. But I did this thing to myself, which they're like, no, that was the abuser. No, I did something to myself that was inappropriate as a child in middle school. This trash, the audacity to show like 4, 14. They torture 4-year-old with Down syndrome. Children get suffocated in this program. Children get blinded in this program. This clown, this man-child, he doesn't know how much hate I have for this clown. He thinks he can negate that with making himself laugh. The delusionality we're talking about here, this perps. And when I say this man-child, it's this perps here who wants you to be like, nah, remember what you did when you were 14 years old. It's like trash. You know what you do to kids? Remember what you do to 4-year-old in this program? You piece of shit. Do you remember you kids are dying in this program? You think I'm going to let you immaturity negate that? You fucking low life. You talk about hate. I'll show you hate. Delusional fuck. They think they can be acting like a child. I'm going to be like, yo, I forgot completely how children are dying in this program. Never. And on top of that, the entities behind this program are here doing terrible things to children. No. Thank you, God. Thank you. That's why I have to be thankful. I could have been them. I could have been there like this immature trash who's so delusional that he thinks, oh, my maturity is going to negate what we clearly do to children. I could have been some of this teenage trash. Act like this, like cult-like fanatical way to try to negate the reality for the purpose of just trying to negate the reality. They think if they act this fanatical way, one, I'm going to be identified with these things. Two, I'm going to be like, oh, they truly are avenging, protecting trash us. They act fanatical for you to perceive them in a certain way and for you to identify with these manipulations. And to think that this is not this massive government that's out here killing even children in this program. Every day, if I repeat my video, if my video sounds repetitive, this is because I need to reinforce that. They are changing my brain every day, altering my brain, and then gaslighting me. Utilizing clowns and perps of all ages to, first of all, make me think that I first of all should be okay, that we're not manipulating you, we're mapping, and so we feel like if we saw that when you were a kid and this and that and feel like trash. They think that changing somebody's brain is not manipulation. Like I should be like, oh, okay, that makes sense. You know what, you're right. If you change it like that, if you did like that makes sense. Then that makes sense. Oh, I'm sorry, I wasn't thinking clearly. Fuck this shit. How can we just stay strong? Let me show you actually all the things from I was talking about. The thing they want you to identify with is this. So let's start with the dating. So start stimulating me before, as soon as I wake up. I'll go on a dating app. Boom. I see this person. And then at the bottom, and they start stimulating me in advance. So I'm like, why am I feeling sexual stimulation? I was like, okay, they just want to mess with me. I didn't know. I should have known better. But sometimes they do that such in advance that it's not even like a thought. So they start stimulating me. And then I'm like, whoa, okay, it's just intense. And let me just try to deal with it. Anyways, I'm just like, deal with it, just go through it, I guess. Anyways, I'll try to distract myself. I go on this like dating app. I see this profile. I think, okay, whatever. And then, boom, picture of her when she was a child. They stimulate me. But actually, they started stimulating me in advance. The stimulation they made me have in advance, so just aim to this kid. So, aim to her when she's a child. They're like, nah, we're not. She's like, no, you're not. You just even stimulate me so much in advance. Just to prep me when I see the kid to have this sexual stimulation aimed toward the kid. Or the woman when she was a kid. Then later on, I see this thing here. It's like, this is an AI thing of a child, and they try to be like, you see it. You need that to look the child over there. So now they're like, not by her eyes, like she's retarded. And then there's this like African kid here. She's like a 6-7-year-old kid. I wish you could see it. Start to stimulate me. It's like, yeah, no, black little girl, it's you, and mad that they are. It's like, no, you're manipulating my brain this way. And playing my thoughts and my memories, try to be like, no, you felt like that's like trash, you're just delusional. I will never identify with this kid. And it's funny, in my brain, they create mental battles because they try to even make her look different. To be like, no, but if she look like that, that's when you're like trash. How can we just stay strong? My brain is being destroyed. I've accepted that. My brain is being altered. They are working day in and day out, but manipulate my brain in whatever fashion for me to experience what they want me to experience. It's clear the agenda of making me experience something of certain nature is the agenda. On top of that, they validated me by saying that we're going to also frame you with children, which is like the finalizing of obviousness that they clearly manipulate me in this way. And in my brain, they're just like creating mental battles. Like, how does it feel? What do you? What does it feel like? You feel like that? It's like because you're playing my brain. You're manipulating my emotion and concocting. This technology is super advanced. It's not just like making you have sexual arousal. That's like the lesser advanced fashion of manipulating me. The worst is when they start concocting things. It's like they take a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and do this and put together and then implement it either in your memories or your experience currently, and it's like an emotion they want you to feel like, does it not feel familiar? And then they're like, yeah, we're melted. It's a research. The only research that's happening here is how to manipulate your brain, how to concoct an emotion that's degrading that you can think that you experience, or that they want you to identify with. Then this clown's job is supposed to get you to identify with this. Dragon Vigil, I will never identify with this. I never experienced that as a child. And I know as stupid as this I just said, what I just said sounds so super stupid. I know. Let me just say, the stupid thing I just said is, I just said, I know I did not experience that as a child. They're making me think I experienced that. But do you hear how retarded what I just said is? Do I look like a child, by the way? That's how fucking retarded these clowns have to be. Target me just too strong.